Good afternoon, rock stars. How's everybody doing? Today is Tuesday, March 27, 2018, and I'm recording from my phone because I'm a ding-dong and left my memory card at home for the camera, so I don't have my camera to use today. We're going to go inside Goodwill Retail. I'm looking for some Amazon items. I'm going to start sending more into FBA. You guys know what's going on with eBay. Who knows what's going on? Lots of things. You know, not quitting eBay, of course. Gonna still list tons of stuff on eBay, still make money. Just a little frustrated that maybe my listings and my visibility are down because of eBay. Maybe it was a mistake, we'll have to see. But in the meantime, always make sure you diversify. So I'm gonna try to pick up some stuff, some electronics, some things that really don't matter for visibility, things that, you know, can go to Amazon, or things that if I put them on eBay, it doesn't matter about eBay's search ranking or this or that, they're just gonna sell. I'm going to look for a few clothing pieces, you know, possibly something I could put on Poshmark, which I have a video coming for you guys later this week on Poshmark on me starting the Poshmark experience, and also really quick listing for Poshmark because I had somebody send me something about listing quickly on Poshmark. So without further ado, let's take my phone, let's run inside a Goodwill Retail that's here in my local town and see if we can find anything. So these are pretty nice, really cute Guess women's zip-up leather boots, kind of like ankle boots with a heel. Comparables around 25 to 30. These are a size 8M. The problem is they are $9, so assume that these are going to cost, they're pretty heavy, so they're going to cost $9–10 to ship. So that puts us 19 plus $3 or $4 in fees. The break even on these is $22, regardless of charging shipping or not charging shipping. If I do 15 and 7 shipping or 20 plus 5 shipping, there's only a couple bucks to be made in these. Pretty much, even if I got 25 plus 5 shipping at 30, less the 9 I pay is 21, less the 10 to ship them is 11, less 4 or 5 bucks in shipping or in fees, probably about $5 to be made on these. Not bad, but spending 9 to make 5 is not exactly the best investment of money. They probably sell pretty quick, but there's no guarantee that, well, one, that they'd sell quick, and two, that I'd get that amount. I'd have to get 35 or 40 to make them worthwhile, and I don't see that happening. Maybe. What do you guys think? Could I get 35 or 40 for these? Again, another cute pair of Guess summer shoes. These are 7.5 M's, $9. At $9 and $10 for shoes, it's just too hard to make any money. Oh, this one has a stain too. So we'll pass on those for sure, but man, they would have been cute. Another great brand to look for. These are Clark's Bendables, women's shoes. These are 9Ms, probably $25 to $30 shoe, but I swear, Goodwill's looking them up. Look, 15 bucks for a pair of used shoes that are, I mean, come on, what can you do? This is why we don't even mess with the women's shoe side, so I'm just gonna scurry on out of this area and go to a different section. And right as I'm leaving, I find what? Another pair of Clark's. Look, there it is, 20 bucks. Pretty much the same story on the guys' shoes. Some Giorgio Brutini private collections, 15. Most of these selling for 35. These are stained. And then these nice Cole Haans, 15 as well, and about 30, 35 comps. Big store. Lane sales. Even stuff like this drives me nuts. This is a Wii that's scratched to hell. It's $35. It's missing the front plate. No idea if it even works. Sold as is. $35. Forget about me making money. What kind of regular person is going to come in here and buy this? Literally. What everyday family is going to buy that for $35? I must have the worst thrift stores and Goodwills ever. So my favorites, some phones again. They're $3 for this and $3 for this. The combo is about 20, so leaves 14 less fees, leaves 12 less shipping, leaves no money. Oh, here we go, an Xbox 360 that's all broken. $40 as is. All beat up, busted up. You know, no big deal. Here's one of Fred's favorite things in the world. We got a DVD to VHS. Very cool. It's Sonic Blue. It's a DVR 4400. DVR 4400. Anywhere from 50 to 70 on these things. I saw one for 80. So they're asking, look, oh, $25. So let's assume you can get 75. That leaves you 50 profit. On 75, you're going to pay about 10 in fees. I mean, on 75 sale, you're going to pay about 10 in fees, so that leaves you 40 profit. And this thing's going to cost you every bit of 15 to 20 to ship. So, assuming you can even ship it cheaply for like 16, 18 bucks, after you're 40, you're left with about $20, $22 in profit. And you have to spend 25 to make that. If it's working, who knows? I have to go test it, but that's what I'm talking about. Guys, that's how you successfully, or well, in this case, unsuccessfully, walk out of a Goodwill store with zero items, no profit, no nothing. It happens, and I'm going to tell you when it happens because it's kind of frustrating. Goodwill, get your head out of your butt and make stuff affordable for regular, everyday people to buy. Forget about me as a reseller. You guys can call me greedy and wanting to make profit all you want, but even everyday families, I was the only reseller in the store, and I haven't seen resellers in that store pretty recently for a while now, a couple weeks, months, you know, at least. And even the everyday families are in there complaining. I overheard them complaining, you know, a family of like 4 kids and a husband and wife or boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, that had no way to buy this stuff because it was too high. Like, you're a for-profit company. Nobody's fooling anyone, Goodwill. You're not a charity 501c. Maybe you have a 501c certificate, but everything you get in that store is donated, it's free, and you're selling it for a profit. Yes, you put money into programs and employees and costs and overhead and all that good stuff, but your CEO makes tens of millions of dollars, your executives make millions of dollars, and your company makes millions of dollars. So give everyone, you know, a chance to buy stuff at a reasonable price. If you don't want us resellers to make money, so be it, but geez, let other people buy stuff they actually need for their families. It's sad, it's depressing, and honestly, in my opinion, it's despicable. You know, you don't have to be so greedy. Everyone's being so greedy. Let me give you a lesson in business, y'all. I'm not, you know, the business expert. I feel like I know a lot about business, but Toys R Us, you might have heard of them. They're going out of business because they're greedy. Goodwill, you don't want to be following them up going out of business. The only reason Goodwill would ever not go out of business is because they get all their crap for free. So good on them, but come on, man, have a reasonable price range. How can one Goodwill store across the country sell shit for $2.99 and you guys are selling stuff for $20? That's ridiculous. Grow up, stop being greedy, and be reasonable. That's all I'm asking. That's it, guys. Just be reasonable. Hey, while we're on the topic, you remember that story I did the other day about Amazon and the drone automatic delivery that they're working to push forward through the FAA laws? Well, apparently in 2016, Amazon applied for a patent for drones that can be waved down by a customer. Like whistle for a taxi, wave for the taxi. You can wave for a drone. And apparently today they got approved for that patent, which is pretty crazy. The U.S. Patent Office last week awarded it to Amazon. They applied for it way back in July 2016, so almost 2 years ago. It would be picked up by the drone's light and audio sensors compared to the database of human gestures. And so if you had something, you know, ordered, apparently it can drop off deliveries to customers within 30 minutes of ordering. So we're talking about that again. Amazon really pushing for this drone delivery. I can't wait to see if it actually works out. Here's the drone delivery. You guys can see it. You drone flies over, you wave for it. I think that's kind of silly because you have to be out there waiting for it. I think the automatic drone delivery that knows how to get to like your doorstep and drop the package off just like a UPS driver would do is more sensible. Of course, there's a ton of risks that come with that, a ton of, you know, people shooting out of the sky, crashes midair, FAA problems, and, you know, malfunctions of the GPS and all kinds of stuff that we know happen all the time. I own a drone, I fly it, and I know that it has issues with GPS sometimes, so not perfected, but man, having to wave it down, that seems a little out there. They have a reason for it. Amazon has a reason for everything they do, so I'll be interested to see where this drone delivery goes through the rest of 2018 into 2019. So here on this Tuesday night, I will let you guys go with that. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I'm going to go on a half-off Salvation Army haul. At least 2 stores. I'm going to try for 3. We're going to hit some stores, get some good inventory, and get it listed on eBay, get some sales going. I want to kind of just put a personal thought out there. Those of you that don't know, I run a Facebook group. If you're new to this channel, then you probably don't know that. If you're not new, you know this. We have like, what, 65 or 67,000 or some high 60,000 members of the Facebook group. It's a 100% free Facebook group. You can join it. It's about eBay, Amazon, Poshmark, Mercari, wherever you guys want to talk about selling. Just come on in. Business owners, resellers, local sellers. I don't discriminate against any of you. Come in, be nice, be kind to everyone, and join the group. It's linked down below. It's 100% free. Yes, I do have a paid VIP group completely separate. If you're interested in it, you know, message me or email me. But that free group is awesome, and it will always be free. And I just want to put a personal note out there that many months ago, ago, call it years ago, maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago, I was booted out of and banned from a group. And I'm not gonna say the name of the Facebook group, but I was booted and banned from that group. And I'm gonna quote this because I was nobody and had no relevant information. So this was 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago probably, I'll have to pull it. But that was the exact quote. You are nobody and have no relevant information. I was banned, blocked, and removed from the group completely. Now, I'm not gonna say the name of the group. It got very large. It did get to 100,000 members. That group did not vet the people that joined the group. They invited and allowed anyone to come into the group, including the wholesalers and the Chinese and the foreigners that were spamming the group with their knockoff merchandise and all that. I vet my group. There is nobody in that group that are foreigners or out of country that are not relevant to the group. If they do get in, we get rid of them. Now, my personal problem with this is I was booted out of that group because I'm nobody and had no relevant information. The person that owned that group, again, I won't name them, and those of you that do know who I'm talking about, you know, keep it down, but that person preached that I was worthless, and that they gave all good the information and they were there to help people and the group was so important to them. It's come to my attention that they sold that group to a former Apple employee, I believe, for money, for whatever amount of money. They sold the group and done. So that's how much that person cared about you, if you remember that group. And that's why my group's not for sale. And you know, if you want to join a group where the owner doesn't know anything and has no relevant information, please come on over and join us. We'd love to have you. Otherwise, join groups where people sell you as a customer and a piece of information and a number and statistic to an Apple employee who wants to market you and sell you products day after day after day after day. Do I have a VIP group where it costs money? Absolutely. Do I think it's worth the money? Absolutely. And is it a valuable piece of information? Absolutely. Am I marketing you products or allowing people to advertise to you outside of the group internally? Absolutely not. So just something I wanted to put out there, and I appreciate all of you that are a part of that group, and I value you, and I will never put you in a position where I sell your information or your name or stuff for you to be marketed to, and I will never treat you like a statistic or a number. So one thing to keep in mind. We would love to have you completely free. We'd love to hit 100,000 members, but only if you're relevant and have good information to share with the group. So in the meantime, have a wonderful night, and if you do want to join that group, it's down below, the VIP group as well, and all the other links are there. If you want to check them out, hit the more button, description box, and until next time, tomorrow with the half off Salvation Army, I will see you then.